Jacksonville State gets ready for the tournament this weekend here at the Thomas & Mack Center at the Global Sports Classic. Going to take on Northern Arizona on Friday afternoon at 2:30. So far, you've played a top 20 team on this trip in UNLV, and then a good team in Oregon who's going to be picked high, I think, or is picked high going in the Pac-12 schedule. Played without a couple of guys, got a guy injured, so it's been an interesting trip so far, hasn't it?
Well, it really has. There's been some positive things. I think our effort has been fairly decent, with the exception of rebounding the basketball. I think our concentration in terms of blocking people out has been atrocious, considering that we're playing people that are a lot bigger. We go back to the Eastern Michigan game, and I thought that was probably the difference in the game, the fact that we were able to go back with 5 guys on the defensive board and do a good job there. And then offensively, we got some kickouts and tips, and the fact that you just go and get your hands on balls and that you're quick to the ball. Sometimes you get team rebounds, and I think that's important when you play these teams. Our turnovers in the last game against Oregon was very, very disappointing. And worse than that, our assist turnover ratio. We were not very smart offensively in some of the things that we did. Very, very dissatisfied with our free throw shooting. When you play teams of this nature, you've got to be able to get to the line, but you've got to be able to cash in because they make it so difficult on you to score, in particular because their size in the post.
I guess the two guys we pointed out individuals, Ronnie Boggs against UNLV and then Chris Deans against Oregon, the two guys that probably stand out, right?
Really, really are. And Ronnie had a tough game against Oregon, but Chris Dean has been a positive guy to come in and give us a spark off the bench at the guard spot. He was consistent in both games, I thought. We've got to get those other guys better. Obviously Tarvin Gaines, Darion Rackley with the illness, hoping that we get them back, but not only get them back, but get them better, in particular shooting the ball. When you look at the guys that shoot the ball from the perimeter for us, Tarvin Gaines, Brian Williams, Darion Rackley, those 3 guys' percentages are not nearly what they need to be, and some of it's shot selection, and some of it is just concentration. And so we got to do a better job there, and that will open the floor up for us where we can drive the ball. And when we do, we've got to be tougher around the basket. I thought in particular against Vegas, we moved away from contact instead of trying to draw contact.
All right, Northern Arizona, Friday your first opponent in the opening round of the tournament, then Saturday either Campbell or North Carolina A&T. But from a talent, personnel match standpoint, your matchup's going to be much better against these opponents, right?
Absolutely, and that's why it's so important that we learn from the 2 games that we played, be able to put those games behind us and move on and understand what it takes to play against Northern Arizona. Obviously, first, they're going to be a team that shoots the ball really well, shoot threes. They're a good basketball team. Obviously, it's early in the year, so you never really know what to expect from your team or the other team. So you really have to have a great focus when you go into these games.
All right. Thanks, sir. Good luck.
Thanks, Mike.
Jacksonville State will take on Northern Arizona Friday in the opening round of the Global Sports Classic at 2:30. Catch all the action on the Gamecocks Sports Network beginning at 2 p.m. on Friday afternoon.